In today's MTG box analysis, we're going to review the set distribution and pack eligibility for Dominaria Remastered. We'll then take a look at the set distribution versus the cards that we saw in this box. We'll go over coverage metrics, take a look at the current set value, the value that we saw in this box, and we'll close it out with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box plus at least 80 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. The Dominaria Remastered set contains a total of 456 cards. Every single card is a reprint from Magic's history. More specifically, they're reprints from 27 sets that took place on Dominaria. The main set consists of 261 cards, and of those, 150 are available in retro frame, and 45 of those are available in borderless with new artwork. In draft booster packs, you can see nearly all the cards in the set, both in foil and non-foil. The only exception are the 10 retro frame basic lands. In draft packs, you can only pull the non-foil versions of those cards. In collector booster packs, you can't see any of the 261 cards in traditional frame in non-foil, but they are all available in foil. You also can't pull any of the retro frame basic lands in non-foil. They will all be foil in the collector booster packs, and you're guaranteed to see one per pack. Now let's take a look at the cards that we saw in this box. This chart shows all the cards we saw during the opening, with the foils in orange, the non-foils in green, and the set in gray as the baseline. In the non-foil space, we saw a variance of 7 cards between green 76 and blue 69. We also saw 73 retro frame non-foils, however 36 of those were basic lands. And finally, we saw 7 non-foil borderless cards in these 36 packs. In the foil space, we didn't see any white or black foils, but we did see 12 foils spanning all other categories, including 2 foil retro frames and 1 foil borderless. Moving into coverage, in the non-foil space, we saw 252 unique cards, which gave us 55% of the 456 cards in the set. Our highest coverage was in white, with 86% of the cards making an appearance in this box. In the foil space, we saw 12 total cards. This gave us 3% of the 446 foils that we were eligible to see. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in the non-foil space, we saw 94% of the commons and 74% of the uncommons that we were eligible to see. We also saw 29 rares for 20% coverage and 7 mythics for 12% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 6% of the commons, 2% of the uncommons, 2 rares for 11% coverage, and a single mythic for 2% coverage. In total, these 36 packs contain 31 rares and 8 mythics. In this box, we saw 264 unique cards. None of our foils were duplicated, but 142 of the non-foils were repeated 276 times for a box duplication rate of 51%. In total, we saw 27 playsets of common cards, with the Goblin Matron, Primal Boost, and Polluted Mire appearing 5 times. Before we get into the value that we saw in this box, let's baseline with a look at the value of the Dominaria Remastered set using pricing from January 16th, 3 days after release. Currently, the set features 30 cards valued over $10, which is 4 more than just 2 days ago. There are also 22 cards valued between $5 and $10, which is 3 less than 2 days ago. However, this makes sense because several of the cards in this category have increased in value. The set also features 55 cards valued between $1 and $5, which is significantly less than a few days ago. And finally, the remaining 349 cards in the set are valued less than $1. If you were to add up the value of all 456 cards using non-foil pricing, you'd have a grand total of $1,177.93, which is $363.56 more than just 2 days ago. I think right now the demand is really high for this set, and we'll just have to see if these prices hold, or if they are just a post-release spike. Now let's take a look at the value that we saw in this box, starting off with the non-foils. We saw 4 big hits in this box, including the retro frame No Mercy at $11.66, and the retro frame Worldly Tutor at $12.82. In modern frame, we saw the Enlightened Tutor valued at $18.30, and then we saw a borderless Sylvan Library in Pack 1 for $35.53. We also saw 3 non-foils valued between $5 and $10, and 7 non-foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 514 non-foils in the box were valued less than $1. It may not have seemed like it, but in the foil space, I'd say we did pretty good, with 33% of our foils being valued over $1. Our best foil was the borderless No Mercy, currently valued at $27.34. We also saw 1 foil valued between $5 and $10, and 2 foils valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 8 foils in the box were all valued less than $1. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from my local game store for $179.99, not including tax, on release day. Today's draft booster box contained 36 packs with 15 cards each, allowing us to see 540 total cards. The 34 tokens in the box are currently valued at $6.69. The 37 non-foil retroframe cards have a market value of $48.64. The 36 non-foil basic lands are valued at $8.48, and the 2 retroframe foils are currently valued at $11.60. From the main set, the 448 non-foils that we saw are valued at $115.76, and the 9 foils are valued at $3.91. The 8 foil and non-foil borderless cards have a total market value of $78.09, which brings the grand total for the box up to $273.17, which is a gain of $93.18 over my purchase price and equates to a return of 152%. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 14 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $155.84, which accounts for 57% of the total box value. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do something amazing.